Welcome back to another episode of Tana Takes. Fellas, I feel like we've been gone for so long.
Yeah, good to see y'all guys.
You know, these guys I don't have to introduce. You know, that's Fred, the mouth of the South, my man Logan. You know, so tell me, man, how was the vacation? How was our little break?
I went nowhere, so you know.
I'm sure you did something. No, you just can't say nothing on the show about it.
I relaxed. I didn't do much. I didn't go to Cape Cod. I know that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you did. I didn't go to Cape Cod, and I didn't go to Disney World.
Yeah. Disney World sounds like a good time, though.
Had a good time. Yeah. And, you know, I have more fun with you guys. So, you know how this game goes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to throw something at you. Y'all tell me how you feel. Look at him. Fred already getting started. Well, let's not take too long. Let's go, fellas.
Yeah.
First question. Which Commander player this year will have his breakout season? I'm not going to make this thing too hard or too difficult. You know, it's a slew of guys that we could pick from. My guy, we have a new offense. We know how special this offense could be, the potential of the guys we have.
I think I know his answer.
We've been talking about the receivers, we've been talking about the backs, we've been talking about the quarterback. I think the one guy that we haven't mentioned a lot of is Curtis Samuel. I think this offense gives him a chance to really show his true worth. We saw this kid be special in Carolina. We saw him have his moments here with us, you know, in some games last year, and the year before he was kind of injured, so he couldn't really see a lot of them. So I think it's just prime for him to have that kind of breakout season, that kind of year. All the different things we saw KC do with those guys, that's like
rest of them, the same thing.
He could be that guy and a little bit more. So Curtis Samuels is my guy.
I found that's a touchdown, and it's mind blowing. Because everybody forgets about Curtis Samuel and the skill set that he has. But AG is my guy. Because when you say a breakout year, that means you haven't broke out yet. You haven't reached like close to your peak yet. I think AG has that year.
No, I totally agree. I think both those guys, and in this offense, are guys that are going to be poised for that. I think Logan Thomas is another guy potentially, maybe not a breakout year, but a return to form kind of year. I think on defense, man, I'm just going to say that secondary. That secondary, I think they're so ready with Forbes and Quan and the young safeties they've got. Cam. So I mean, I think any one of those guys are ready to go, but the secondary gets me. And I'm a little disappointed Fred didn't mention that.
No,
but, you know, he's become
out. The president. I played against Andy Reid in that offense, and I seen what Brian Westbrook did. And when I look at this team, AG reminds me of Brian Westbrook.
Yeah, he got that skill set.
I think so.
Can dig it. All right, next one, guys. Top 3 skill sets a wide receiver needs to be great.
I can't wait to hear what you guys say.
And y'all might scratch your head a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you, I think this is these are the top 3, my top 3 at least. And you can tell me what y'all feel. I mean, he's a defensive back, he's a tight end, so tell me what you think. So my number 1 skill set will be you have to have the huge catch radius.
Yes.
When I say huge catch radius, folks might look at it and say, well, you have to be tall, long arms, big hands. No, you know, no matter what size you are as a receiver, come down with the ball. You know, one of the things I say, you know, that's one of the things I pride myself on a lot. When you come across the middle, catch the ball. When you got a guy draped over you, catch the ball. When you have a chance to catch the ball and you know it's a 50-50 ball, we know a guy who does that well, catch the ball. That's what I consider a huge catch radius. That's number 1 for me. Number 2 would be route running ability. If you can't run no routes, you might as well not call yourself a receiver. Go ahead, get a 3-point stand and be a tight end or something. You know what I mean?
Go play DB.
Go play DB. Do something other than be a receiver. But I believe you don't have to be fast in this game to be a wide receiver or good or great wide receiver. You have to get off the line of scrimmage. You have to know how to separate. And that's all dealing with route technique and route ability. And third, this is my number 3. Might be surprised by this. A high football IQ.
Okay. That's not the
reason why I say this, and I'm sure folks like, damn, Tana ain't saying nothing about speed. He was a fast guy. Who cares? I think one of the things that I know about this position more than anything, you got to know how to get open. When it's man, when it's zone, when you got guys looking you up cross field, when the scheme is not in your favor, you have to still know how to say, I'm going to dissect what I see on the run and still find a way to be a valuable asset to my quarterback. And that's why I consider those 3 the top on my list to be a great receiver.
That's King Fire, right?
King Fire?
King Fire.
He made a second appearance?
Yeah, King Fire.
So I love the take, and I got a little tear in my eye, like old Michael Jordan.
Because he didn't bring up speed.
Well, no, so what it is I think every receiver that I coach, I think I got to be fast. To me, it's how you accelerate, decelerate, route running, and then how you see the game.
Yeah.
The best guys that I played with said, oh, it's cover two, I can work this cover two corner outside, break back in on this underneath, right? They understood how the coverage, the spots in the coverage, how best they'd open. And so young guys need to hear that, and it's great that Santana brought that up.
And look, I'll be the first to tell you, when I first played this game as a young pup, I just thought it was all about beating the guy. So that's what I did. I pride myself on beating the guy. But you're going to get old one day. And I really contribute my 14-year career off of being wiser than the guy that I had to go against. Most of the time, I had to just sit there and say, okay, this is a zone. I'm out of the picture. Now, this guy got to get the ball, so I got to make sure I clear out and get Pierre open or get whoever else open behind me. So you got to have that IQ. And if you want to think about some of the greats, Chris Carter, I talk about Chris Carter a lot. It was not fast.
Jerry Rice. Not bad. You never catch him from the back behind, but like so the great receivers, you're right. They have the intellect.
All right, next one, fellas. Okay, this is a fan question.
Okay.
This is a fan question, and I like it. The fan asks us, what was my favorite route to get busy with?
Hey, can Fred guess it real quick? What do you think, Fred?
Guess one, Fred.
Listen, I know what I'm gonna say is the go route. He been running it since college. But he love running post routes. Like he love running post route. Like post route is his go-to route.
So I was thinking, is it the Dino? No.
But guess what? It's so crazy. This route considered the post. So my favorite route, and y'all saw me run a lot of them. Stop and goes, you name it. Post corners, the Dino.
Yeah.
Any route that they gave me, I tried to make it my own.
You did a great job.
My favorite route to run was this route, and I don't have a name for it. It was a post stop. You might know it. Now with this post stop, you can do two things with it. See, most people know I'm fast. So when I get up on you turn on hips. Once I do this, you're turning those hips. You know? And I knew that. I knew DBs knew once I break that cushion and I put my foot in the ground, they gonna get out of there because they know they don't want to see their mom see them look bad on Sunday. You know how it is, man.
That's the truth.
They want to put bad stuff on film. But this post stop route was when you got 3 steps into your post, you can sit it down. Boom.
It was a read. It was a deep read.
It's a read.
I got you.
Also, if it's a guy that's coming down on you, can slide. So that quarterback knew that he's going to stop if it's open. But if it's a guy there, he can slide to the open.
Who was the coordinator for this?
So this was when I first got here. But even when Cal put it in the offense, we had a different twist to it. Remember the route we had?
So there was a lock route, which was a go, stop, you had to read it out.
It was a different
one. And then there was the Miami route, which you ran the cross.
Ran the cross, sit down, and slide out. So that's why I bring both of those up, because I ran a post stop early in my career, and then when Cal got here, it was similar to that route, but I didn't have to run straight up and then go to the post. To me, that was my all-time favorite route.
You almost had it.
No,
I almost had it with the post.
I know. Don't feel
I thought I had it with the Dino, man. I thought I was in it.
Folks look at it and say, well, Tana run go routes. That wasn't my shit. I mean, I can get past you real quick, but I didn't like running.
There's no nuance there.
I actually hated go routes more than anything.
Because you're just running the coverage.
Because corners, smart corners, they like, look, he running the go route. I'm gonna get a little deeper than him. And then you got quarterbacks that's not into today's game. They trying to out-throw guys instead of throwing them back shoulder or sitting you down. So, I hated that. All right, last question. Last one. What was the best part of training camp? Nah. I put this on here for a reason. It ain't nothing good about training camp.
The last day of training camp is the best day of training camp.
I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I got guys here that been through it. It ain't nothing sweet about training camp. No. But the one silver lining I can say that got me going for training camp, just knowing that the season was near. The season was near.
And football is here.
Bingo. You know, but training camp was one of those things. I was trying my best to have a routine to make sure I could just see that first preseason game. Because once the first preseason game hit, you know it's downhill from here. So there's nothing good about training camp. Just be mentally prepared, physically prepared, and go out there and kick some butt.
People just don't understand what training camp is. That means 30 days you're away from your family. 30 days you won't see your wife. 30 days you don't see anybody but your teammates. We fighting each other because we just so tired of leaning against each other. We fluctuating with weight. We trying to find a way to finish what we started. It ain't easy.
I will say I agree with everything you said. Fire take, 100% true. The one thing that I liked about training camp, was hanging out with the guys.
Yeah,
because you're with the guys.
Fellowship was always good.
And it was a grind, and it sucked, and you're not right physically until you're like 4 weeks in the season, but you're with the guys, and that was always a good time.
Yeah, it is.
You're right. I mean, honestly, the fellowship too. I should have put that in there. I mean,
but no,
I love being in that locker room, just hearing somebody like Fred going at somebody. You know, trust me, I sit in my locker and just listen to the dude all day. Listen, dude here, man. You know, it killed everything else that was going on from what you just did. You know, what I mean, especially your legs. You know, you got the lactic acid built up. You sitting there like, damn, I gotta go to this meeting. I ain't gonna get out here till 10 o'clock. You know, you got the snack you gotta worry about. Hey, man, thanks again. You know, as always, man, I need you guys. I can't do the show without you guys, man. That's a wrap from Tana's Take.